with it? 5-2-3 on the business, whole team got wins and the wheels still spinning. I told them what I told them. We did a lot for the wins. Came in and drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah, hey, I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on top. Got a spot and it's locked to the click all in. I got ops, if he drop, I just hit my dance. I was pop, they just watched, had to take my wins. They wouldn't let me in. I've been on 10 cents. Who really holding it down? I've been holding it down and I go it again and again. Who was the dummy that died? I'm the coldest around, but he falling again and again. I'm in the what? I'm in the day. I'm doing 30 on 30 and up. You in the what? You in the way. Either you rolling or rolling the dust. You with it, so what? Keep it running. We did a lot for the wins. Came in and drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on top once again. We did a lot for the wins. Came in and drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. Hey, I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on 10.
You should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months saying I ain't down once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. I'm just hoping she don't fail, cause when she do, I don't know what I'ma do.
NFL football has come to Southern Nevada as we are in the menacing new Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. The atmosphere here, electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the New Orleans Saints. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line. First carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A big run there. 29 yards and a first.
That looked like a two-deep coverage, which we call cover two. And what that really means is you have corners, what we call rolled up in about a 5-yard area on the outside receivers. Then your safeties are back closer to the hash marks near the middle of the field, somewhere around 10 to 12 yards back. So if you can break through the first level, you've got a chance to run before you encounter any type of resistance from the safeties.
We saw the example of it right there. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Kamara there with the 1st down carry, but not much running room, and he takes it forward for only a couple. It's 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game. The pass. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. 1st down. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Following the penalty, it's Kamara. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. 2nd and 14. And that is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Hakeem Butler there, but now it's 3rd down.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
Play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Now Lutz for the field goal try. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at about the 32. Here's Carr. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. He's going deep for Brown. And a heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown, and pick it off, just as we saw there.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Casey Hayward. Defensively, that time they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up
on 2nd down, Jacobs.
the Saints 15 yards.
And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Snap comes at 1, and it's Carr. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Quan Alexander. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, New Orleans.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
a first down carry. It's Kamara. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Well, you talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
And it's 3rd down.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Open man, it's Vanette. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Running with Kamara. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
Alvin Kamara hit the NFL with a bang, had double-digit touchdowns in his first 2 seasons. Now, production fell off a little bit last year. Just 6 times did he find the end zone. But his ability to run it and catch it out of the backfield makes him hard to cover. Look for a bounce-back season in 2020.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
The tackle by...
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. This is complete to Michael Thomas. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds and they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
He'll let this go deep for runs.
And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Carr. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Everson Griffin in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
So now Carr and the Raiders dealt a 3rd and long after that sack. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. And he'll look downfield for Waller. Incomplete. Both players were there offensively and defensively, but it falls incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
A.J. Cole.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. The All-Pro Deontay Harris deep for New Orleans. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10.
5-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. On the counter, here's Kamara. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
New Orleans.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold them to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
Still about 3 yards shy of a 1st as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up 1st downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the 1st half. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Looking for the end zone. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And he's going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
35 seconds, all that remains in the first half as they come up on first down. Now after the INT, it's Carr. And he's taken down here by the Saints.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Another try after the first down sack. Carr, he's going deep for Brown. And it's knocked away and incomplete. That one was intended for John Brown. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. Stop with 14 seconds remaining. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good return there, 17 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They'll throw now on the final play.
They'll find its tight end. It's Adam Troutman.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
It's 2nd and inches at the 37-yard line.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 54 yards away. Halftime with our score 10-0 as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this 3rd quarter of action.
This will make it into the end zone, and the half will begin with a touchback.
Offense set to get this drive started. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because We often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. To throw his car. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that's going to be intercepted. Malcolm Jenkins, the Pro Bowler. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. They've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Across midfield and inside the 45. 24 yards the gain there. Another first down is. Well,
24-yard gain on the play. First down, New Orleans.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On the ground, Kamara. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
A busy night continues for Kamara. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for first.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
They'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage.
A quick toss outright. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 27-yard line. The third down conversion successful. A gain of 11.
First down, Saints.
First down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to go up top for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. D.D. Westbrook, his intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up.
To the ground, it's Kamara. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
And it's 3rd down.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
First down.
They're going to look to throw. A screen to Bell. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
It's a gain of 4.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Le'Veon Bell, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplished exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game. So they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They're down 17-0, really needing to find that offensive spark on this drive as they have it with a 1st and 10. Drake will start the drive on the ground. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
29-yard line.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Shotgun now for Carr. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Carr now to throw. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Third quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Carr. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. One call remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Working from the gun, it's Carr. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Henry Ruggs, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown.
Las Vegas.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there of playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They run it again with Kamara, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
And it's 3rd down.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter.
First down throw complete downfield. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there of 22. Carr now on 1st down.
He'll let this go deep for Ruggs.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this, when I think part of their plan was to hit him over the top with the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Carr. It's brought incomplete. It's John Brown. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Again, it's Carr. They'll set up the screen to Drake. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Now, Carr again. Going for the deep ball. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down.
Williams on the coverage.
Throw again.
He'll let this go deep for Ruggs.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders.
Henry Ruggs.
His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Raiders have cut it back to within a score.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that in the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. This game has really flipped on its head. 2 unanswered touchdowns by the other side, and now they take over here with just a very slim 1-score lead.
And we've seen this how many times now? Teams get a big lead, they go into coast mode, and all of a sudden they're scrambling and battling for a win down the stretch. They've got to put something together right here, otherwise they're in danger of doing the old snatching defeat from the jaws of victory.
And it brings up.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners. taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Kamara. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football. But that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. Flush to his right. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
At the 20-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
5.
He was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Delay of game penalty. Ships him back 5 yards, makes it 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Got his connection complete to Ruggs. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Here's Jacobs. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal.
At the Saints' 3-yard line.
They'll run it with Jacobs, and it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
So a big one coming now for Daniel Carlson. This to potentially send us to overtime. The kick by Carlson is good. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Deontay Harris, incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. On the ground, this is Kamara. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Daniel Carlson, the kickoff for the Raiders.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. On the return, Deontay Harris. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Room to run at the 50. Deontay Harris. And they are not going to catch him. He's in.
Tonight's final score in
Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for the Saints, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll return home next week to take on the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Yeah, I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. I turn the knob, can't resist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable. Then I did the dash, ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me, whoa, your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. But the students ain't here around here. I'm the GOAT, little man, then I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I'm with the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a job, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, then I hit that. I've been ready for this. Since like 9-5, I've been eager for this. Talent on the rise, I'm consistent with this. Trophy is the prize, ain't no gimmicks with this. Okay, now what's left on them? Told you I'ma flex on them. I did it all subtle, ooh, and then I hit that exit on them. Gotta blame my